Just thought I'd give a very short demo for the GDPR project managers in terms of updating Program Express with the new structure which we shared last week. So as we log on, you will have a slightly different view to me because I'm an administrator, so some of these modules you won't see. You should only see commentary, plan and logs really. But just to recap, the GDPR program, if we open it up, we now have phase 1 outstanding activity remediation and OneTrust implementation, and we open them up and we see the projects that we have in here. The task really is to make sure that we update the commentary, the plan and the logs. So we'll just talk through that briefly. So just to give an example, if we're setting up a new project within OneTrust, I'll set up a test project, add a project, let me call it GDPR phase 2 test, and we're going to use a template that we've set up, which is, as we talked about, the OneTrust key tasks that will auto-populate the planning screen. So if I click OK, you obviously don't have to set up a new project, but you have to update the existing project, but it's just easier to do it this way. So the ask is to update the commentary, not the overall status. Diane will be amending the overall status for the exec sponsors. We'll have the reg status set by default as amber, and then what we will be asked to update is the progress last period, focus for next period, and project escalations. Again, business escalations will now be what Diane will update for the exec sponsors. So it's project escalations for the Tuesday 4 PM call, and then a summary will be Diane's business escalations as a result of that. So Diane's update, and then progress last period will be the PM update, focus for next period will be the PM update, and the project's escalations for the weekly PM meet. And obviously, over time, then we'll have an audit trail of all the project updates as we go through. So that's the ask for the commentary. And then within the plan, you'll see here, we've now auto-populated the key tasks, and we've tried to impose on most of the OneTrust projects those key tasks, but there might be an ask for some more work for each of the project managers to do. So remember, if you need to put detail under initiation and planning or one of the key tasks, please do so by selecting, adding, and then what the detail is, indent, save. Remember that the key tick box is only there for those top key tasks, and the detail should be unticked so we can report at detail level, and we can report at more of a program reporting at a higher level. So again, select, add a row, and put your detail within there, and then update your dates. So if I put the 2nd to the 17th of July, I put the 30th to the 31st of July, and save, you'll see there we have initiation planning. We've missed the date, so if you've achieved it, select achieved and save, so we don't have any reds from that perspective. And the other ask here is that these are the original dates, the 30th to the 31st. If there is a slippage, open up the icon and only change your current date. So only change it to another date, and then that will turn amber. Now, if you're trying to put your detailed tasks within these tasks here within the key tasks. Remember, you can drag and drop. So if anything needs to change, you need to move stuff about, you can drag and drop and then indent or outdent. So the key is make sure that if you've got a red and it's right, leave it red so that it's flagged up for the weekly meeting. If you're forecasting to be late, make sure that you only update the current start and end date. There is also an option within here, if you're changing all dates, where you can adjust. It won't show here because we haven't got enough data, but if you select that date of the date within here, the Y's, and you adjust, you want to move all the dates a bit like Microsoft projects, then you can do that, and I could change the dates to September if I wanted to, September the 3rd, hopefully not, and you could apply that to all subsequent tasks and change the original dates as well, which means, like Microsoft project, you're moving all the dates, you're not having to do them one at a time. I'll cancel out of that, I'll save it, and then the next task is that we update the logs. We have several logs here that we might tidy some of these up, but the key ones to update are actions, issues, decisions, out of scope activity. Those are the key ones, and risks. So actions, issues, decisions, risks, out of scope activity. And what we will see is that when we run the report, if we have an action, have a description, raised by, if we say PM Weekly Review, we'll see all the logs that have been discussed on that specific meeting. Created, when it's due, what reg status it has. I would suggest red is for escalations up to program level, for Diane, Karen Bradley, and what your mitigating actions are and who's actually doing it. So if we can have that up to date, then we're in good shape to have a full action, issue, decision, risk log, and any out of scope activity. What you will see from here, as I've just added that action, is that we do have a report on here now, and it's called Actions PM Weekly Reviews, or Logs PM Weekly Reviews. The logs will pick up all actions, issues, decisions, risks, out of scope activity. The actions will just pick up just the actions as it suggests. So what that means is that we can click that now, and anything that's been put in the logs with a raised by PM Weekly Review will appear within this report. So you will see new project GDPR phase 2 and an action that we've just put in there. So that is just the ask. Now what I'll do is go through and remove that specific test project that we've just set up by selecting and deleting that project. Please remember that Data Registry 2 has been set up as a replica of Data Registry, so that is the one to update. And also within the privacy by design, those key tasks need to be moved and applied within this detail section. So if I wanted to, I could drag and I can move that up, and then I can do indent as suggested. Okay, so that's just a short demo suggesting what needs to be done by the end of every Monday in preparation for the Tuesday 4 PM call, in preparation for report checking and distribution on a Wednesday. Okay, good luck with that, and thanks for your time.